Beware Lunar Mansion Number 21. Sagittarius gems. Okay, this is a Sagittarius Lunar Mansion Number 21, and you need to beware it. And we're going to get into now your Sagittarius gems and metals, okay? And the magical talismans, like you can make amulets and rosaries and that kind of thing. This is for star magic. With Pi Sagittary, the star Pi Sagittary for your wish upon a star magic. Wish upon a star Pi Sagittary. And you want to have the right talismans when you do this, okay? Okay, now, we're doing this one now because number 21, we're having a full moon right now in this mansion. So the rosaries and amulets using turquoise for Sagittarius are magically potent for this praxis. Cabalistic and alchemical planetary associations, in this instance of a full moon in Sagittarius while transiting through Lunar Mansion Number 21, could be utilized with perfumes, essential oils, herbs, or flowers, as well as colors. The planetary alchemical metal in this case would indicate tin for Jupiter. That's because tin is the alchemical metal for Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, okay? The planet that rules Sagittarius. Now, tin is both realistic and workable for this operation. Agrippa also mentions, Henry Cornelius Agrippa mentions in his book, 3 Books of Occult Philosophy, that for Mansion of the Moon Number 21, the ancients traditionally scented the statue or picture of a man with 2 faces, one looking to the future and one looking towards the past, with brimstone. And they scented it also with sulfur and jet, which is similar to coal, though it can be cut and polished and is more resilient than coal and less chalky. Okay, now, then they placed the rendering into a square or a rectangular container, and they formed this container from brass, along with the aromatic substances of brimstone and jet that we mentioned, as well as the hair of the man whom they invented to injure, who they wanted to injure. If their wish or their desire, their intention was to injure a certain person, that's the person that they focused on, and they used the hair of this person to do so using this brass icon, okay? Now, Agrippa also indicates that the representation of a two-faced man is actually a rendering of the Roman god of comings and goings named Janus. It's important to note here that according to Vivian Erwood Robson, author of the book The Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology, the Greek astronomer Ptolemy does not give a precise planetary attribute to the star Albaldah, or Pi Sagittarii also called, which is located specifically on the backside of the Sagittarian Archer's head in the constellation. Ptolemy mentions that the waist and the back are attributed to the planets of Jupiter and somewhat to Mercury. In regard to the planetary nature of this area of the constellation of Sagittarius, alas, Ptolemy does not specifically disclose the planetary transits or the planetary characteristics of the head, nor specifically the back of the head. He does nevertheless assign varying planetary characteristics to some of the other portions of the body of the Sagittarii, or the centaur, his bow, the bow of the archer, and his arrow, okay? Most of these planetary natures include the planet Jupiter, which is traditionally assigned by Kabalists to the constellation of Sagittarius. Therefore, keep in mind that the number assigned to each mansion also of the moon may vary relying upon the cultural and the astrological attributes of the system being used. What pinpoints the exact lunar mansion to which we are referring is made clear by the use of the star, Pi Sagittarii, to be wished upon, as well as by the name of the indicated mansion of the moon, of which Agrippa has some different names, but Albaldah is Warnock's term, okay? And also, and that means the city. So what you want to do here is you want to go ahead and go with the Jupiter association of tin. And for Sagittarius, you can also utilize the Sagittarius gemstone of turquoise for Sagittarius, and that'll give you a wonderful amulet or rosary or some magical jewelry that you can use for this mansion when you supplicate the star, okay, of Pi Sagittarii. And that's Beth Nael. okay, for that star and for this mansion. Thanks for joining us. Join us again next time. Nevertheless, the reference books that we want to tell you are Mansions of the Moon, a lunar zodiac for astrology and magic, 2nd edition, with 2019 to 2023 Mansion Ephemeris written by Christopher Warnock in 2019, also illustrated in that year by Nigel Jackson and published in that year by Renaissance Astrology. If you want to find the page numbers, we have them written down. Go ahead and click. Well, okay, we'll give them to you now, but go ahead and click on the box below. In the description, it'll take you to our blog. But the pages is pages 100, 102, and 163 to 196 Ephemeris. Also, the second one, 3 books of occult philosophy, Llewellyn Sourcebook series, authored by Henry Cornelius Agrippa of Netteshem in 1533, translated by James Freak in 1650, edited and annotated by Donald Tyson in 1993. Published in 2000 by Llewellyn Publications, pages 369, 393, 394, and 533. Thirdly, the Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology, authored by Vivian E. Robson, Bachelor of Science in 1923, published by American Federation of Astrologers in that same year, Inc. Cover design by Jack Coppola and also in the same year, and page 60 is the page number. Thank you for joining us. Join us again next time.